Only 2 clubs have reached 700 Premier League wins: Manchester United and Arsenal. Here is the Premier League standings after match day 9. Levi Colwill has started light individual training. Tottenham and Manchester City are keeping an eye on Aston Villa defender Ezri Konsa, with the 28-year-old also being tracked by Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester United over the last 12 months. Interest is also present abroad, with Italian giants Inter Milan and Napoli monitoring the Englishman, as well as RB Leipzig. Chelsea regularly struggles against teams that prioritise a low block and counter-attack. The team has also only collected 2 points against equally well-organised sides like Crystal Palace, Brentford, and Brighton. No team has scored more goals than Chelsea in the Premier League this season, 17. João Pedro has only managed 3 shots on target in 11 games for Chelsea this season. Chelsea are in advanced negotiations for a new front-of-shirt sponsorship. The club is expected to finalise a long-term agreement worth between £40 million and £45 million per year, starting this season and continuing into the future. Chelsea could save around £52 million by waiting until next summer to sign French defender Dayot Upamecano, when he becomes a free agent. The gamble, however, is that they might miss out if Bayern Munich decide to sell in January, with Liverpool and others reportedly interested. With several elite centre-backs approaching the end of their contracts, a major defensive reshuffle is expected across Europe in January and through next summer. John Terry, losing against Sunderland after doing the hard work against Liverpool and Forest. I think that's what's going to happen with a slightly inexperienced team. With the younger group we have, we're going to see a bit of that, and that's what's going to cost us not being title contenders at the end. Juve's struggles continue as they lose 1-0 to Lazio. They haven't won a game since September 13th. Pedri has received the first red card of his career, and it was against Real Madrid yesterday. Carreras got arrested after a blonde guy incident. Police even searched his pockets. Emotions were running high in the final minutes of El Clásico. Real Madrid win El Clásico. Plus 5 points over Barcelona in La Liga. He was not happy. Vinícius Júnior walked straight into the tunnel after being subbed off from El Clásico. He came back on the bench minutes later. Arsenal go 6 points clear. City slipped up in Birmingham again. Arsenal beat Palace to extend their lead at the top. Liverpool are losing a lot of crucial matches at the start of this season. Kylian Mbappé is again named man of the match. It's the 9th time this season. The penalty that Wojciech Szczęsny saved against Mbappé yesterday was the first penalty saved by a Barcelona goalkeeper since April 2022, 3.5 years ago. During that period, 24 consecutive penalties were converted by opposing players. It was also the first time Real Madrid missed a penalty in a Clásico since 1991, 34 years ago, when Andoni Zubizarreta saved a shot from Butragueño. Marcus Sorg, we asked Lamine Yamal at halftime to try more one-on-one dribbles, but we didn't have many of those situations. We accept that they defended very well. Lamine Yamal needs more games at the highest level. We must give him time, he is only 18 years old. Lamine Yamal's father was cooking live on Instagram before El Clásico with the caption, "I'm cooking them here and my son is cooking them there." Lionel Messi's stats in El Clásico: 45 games, 26 goals, and 14 assists. Arsene Wenger: El Clásico was a bit of a men against boys match. Real Madrid's defensive performance was much better than Barca's. In attack, Madrid looked capable of scoring on every chance, while Barcelona looked toothless. They had a lot of the ball but never truly looked like scoring. I give credit to Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid so far: 13 games, 12 wins, 30 goals scored, 11 goals conceded, first in the league, and 3 wins out of 3 matches in the Champions League. Vinícius Júnior when coming off during El Clásico: me. Coach? Me? It's always me. I'm going to leave the team, it's better if I go. Xabi Alonso: come on, Vini, damn it. Federico Valverde played today's match despite suffering from gastroenteritis, which explains his fatigue at the end of the game. Camavinga on X, new position unlocked, right winger. 200 games with Real Madrid for Dani Ceballos. Tchouaméni, I love it when Lamine talks. It motivates me. The game is played on the pitch. Jude Bellingham, we were really looking forward to this game. We know we lost against them several times last season, so we were waiting for this moment and absolutely had to win. Xabi Alonso on Vini's reaction to the substitution, let me focus on the beautiful things, the good things. We did a very good job and Vini was a big part of it, he played very well. We will talk about his reaction, for sure we will, in private. Now, I want to focus on the good things. Jude Bellingham on Instagram, talking is easy. Hola Madrid forever. Lamine Yamal's father on Instagram after Barca's defeat in El Clásico, luckily he's only 18. See you in Barcelona. Lamine Yamal allegedly told Real Madrid players, see you in the tunnel. Jude Bellingham becomes the youngest Real Madrid player to score a goal and deliver an assist in an El Clásico. He beats Vinícius' record. Mbappé has scored 12 goals and delivered 1 assist against FC Barcelona in 9 games. Max Eberl, Bayern sporting director, about his alleged meeting with Marc Guéhi's agent, our ultimate goal is to extend Upa's contract. If that doesn't work, we need to prepare ourselves. It would be a mistake not to. That's the reason. I haven't confirmed anything, but we are active in the market. Here are the full standings after this 8th matchday of the Bundesliga. Real Madrid has entered the race for the signing of young Elliot Anderson, 22 years old. Liverpool and Manchester United are also closely pursuing the Nottingham Forest midfielder, who is in great form this season. Here are the Serie A standings after this 8th matchday. Napoli is leading the league. Great start for Bologna and Como, 5th and 6th respectively. Juventus, who started well, is sinking into crisis and falls to 8th place. Here are the Ligue 1 standings after matchday 9. Paris Saint-Germain is again the leader. RC Lens is 2nd. Olympique de Marseille loses 2 places and sits in 3rd place. At the bottom of the table, Metz still can't pick up points and is dead last. Auxerre drops into the relegation zone. Araujo, I won't talk about Lamine today. I'll just say he's a great professional and we're happy to have him with us. He's an adult and he knows what he has to do. I don't care how Madrid takes it. That's their problem. West Ham and Sevilla are exploring the possibility of signing out-of-favour Manchester United striker Joshua Zirkzee. The 24-year-old has struggled for playing time under Ruben Amorim this season and is reportedly open to a move to get regular playing time and attempt to make the Netherlands World Cup squad. Chelsea would be ready to offer €80 million to sign Real Madrid midfielder Eduardo Camavinga. However, the Spanish club does not need money and would prefer Enzo Fernandez or Moises Caicedo to join the team as part of a swap deal. At the beginning, I wasn't very strong defensively. Nuno Mendes explains how Luis Enrique made him, and others, a complete player. Attacking with speed, I knew how to do that. Luis Enrique noticed that, he helped me a lot defensively and today I'm good. The coach did a good job and not just for me. It's something that Luis Enrique brought us and that we will keep for life, even if he leaves afterwards or if we leave. Donnarumma, I prefer to have Erling Haaland over Kylian Mbappé in my team. I think Erling has the most powerful shot in world football. He is left-footed, so he is different from Kylian. They are 2 very difficult players to face, it's complicated. But I would prefer to have Erling in my team. At Real Madrid, they believe Mbappé's goal should not have been disallowed, because the ball came from Firmino, so it was not offside. Tottenham are tracking Samu Aguilar from Porto but face competition from Arsenal, Newcastle, and Nottingham Forest for the Spanish forward. The 21-year-old has scored 8 goals in 10 games for Porto this season and has an £87 million release clause. Tottenham Hotspur coach Thomas Frank is unimpressed with Dominic Solanke and could look to sell him in January. Frank is not keen on the £60 million centre-forward. Ideally, Spurs would look to bring in a new striker once the transfer window reopens, but January is always a notoriously difficult period to conclude deals. Scouts from Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester City have observed Lennart Karl, a 17-year-old forward for Bayern Munich and Germany. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic has signed a new contract with Al Hilal until 2028. Manchester United are considering a loan move for Borussia Dortmund midfielder Jobe Bellingham in January. The 20-year-old has struggled to adapt after his transfer from Sunderland to Germany. Juventus defender Pierre Kalulu is an emerging target for both Newcastle United and Tottenham. Everton are looking to re-sign Tottenham Hotspur striker Richarlison, who could be sold to fund Thomas Frank's move for a new striker. Real Madrid is ready to offer €100 million to sign 20-year-old Turkish forward Kenan Yildiz from Juventus. It is said that Xabi Alonso personally requested this signing and is willing to sell almost every player in the squad, except Kylian Mbappé, to fund this transfer. Meanwhile, Juventus are seeking to sign Yildiz to a new long-term contract that would keep him at the club until 2030. Lamine Yamal: I think Carvajal is a very mean old man, I don't like him. Igor Tudor has been sacked by Juventus. While waiting for a new coach to be appointed, Massimo Brambilla will take over on an interim basis. Lamine Yamal is reportedly not yet 100% and played El Clásico despite the pain.